Hey guys, Arius Comics here with Batman 156. This is the penultimate story from the Black Casebook, and this one is a weird one, especially from its content point, because we had some weird and goofy stories, but nothing beats this one. Another thing I want to talk to you about before getting into this is that this one is a three-parter, and it's all collected in the same issue. And as I told you before in the other videos, they were pretty much self-contained stories as part of the issue, and the issue had usually three of them. But this one is a three-parter, all contained in the same issue, three chapters basically, and we're gonna get a nice story. But this video is gonna be a bit longer than the other ones. So as you can see, there's this weird-looking alien in this goofy-ass ship. But what it's doing, it's cutting off these wires from this giant ring that Batman and Robin are kind of holding on to. And the story is called Prisoners of Three Worlds. So, Chapter 1. Batwoman and Batgirl are a great crime-fighting team, and Batman and Robin an even greater one. But fate steps in to hurdle Robin with Batgirl, and Batman with Batwoman, into strange lands beyond space and time where they become prisoners of three worlds. Um, Before we start, I kind of want to say a bit about Batgirl and Batwoman. These characters were basically made just so that people wouldn't consider Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson having a gay relationship. Apparently, that was very prevalent. That thought that they were in a gay relationship was very prevalent during this time period, and DC kind of tried to address it. And the way they did is by adding these romantic interests to Batman and Robin. So they have nothing to do with the modern Batgirl and Batwoman. They're completely different people, and I just wanted to let you guys into that. So we have a nice four panel here about each of the protagonists of the story. Have Bruce Wayne, a wealthy, prominent socialite, and Gordon is thinking Bruce is a nice, amiable fellow, but it's a mystery to me why he seems to have no goal in life. Then we have Dick Grayson, Wayne's young ward. Dick Grayson is cute looking, but he's such a drag. He isn't even going to the school dance this afternoon. Then we have Kathy Kane, blessed with riches and beauty. I'll never understand why a woman as attractive as Kathy isn't married yet. And that's weird because this guy is supposedly being with his wife or girlfriend on this beach picnic, and he's like, real life, the wife slash girlfriend would be, oh, you think she's attractive? And then, a fight would break out. Betty Kane, Kathy's young niece from out of town. I can hardly wait to see Aunt Kathy again. Exciting things always happen when I visit her. So four ordinary people, ordinary lives, but unknown to the world. Each of them has a double life. So they kind of costume up, as you can see. Batgirl and Batwoman have completely different costumes to the ones that their modern versions have. Batgirl's kind of looks like Robin's a bit, but that's pretty much it. Batwoman has, instead of a utility belt, she has like a utility clutch purse. 1950s. So we see this alien on his sled, and he has a teleporter that he needs to store somewhere. He's gonna go to this deserted old building, and then he'll search for Vox. And then we see this helicopter from the U.S. Mail, which I didn't know the U.S. Mail had helicopters, and maybe they don't. I'll have to search into that. So the alien nears the road. He has a Vox detector, and Batman and Robin kind of close up. He's kind of making his way in the building. Batman and Robin catch up to him, and this is the scene from just before the cover scene, and this is where it happens. So from another angle though. So he snaps the cables, holding it, and Batman is grabbing that chain over his head and then catching Robin with his legs. So this alien is kind of glad that he didn't hurt them because that's not his opinion, and then he blasts them with his gun. But is this the end of Robin and Batman? Pretty much no. Doesn't do too much, but Batman throws this ultraviolet container at it, and then he's gonna use that to find out where he's going. So he's basically going back to his factory where he left the teleporter, and he says, your interference can jeopardize my mission, and I must find the stockpile of Vox. Now I am forced to take drastic action. And that's basically what he does. This is kind of like the money shot of this issue, or like part one of this issue. Fearing for Batwoman and Batgirl, Batman and Robin leap forward, hoping to shield them from the machine's sweeping radiance. Um, doesn't help though, so you can see what happens. Batgirl and Robin disintegrating into nothingness. Well, probably next, my body is tingling, growing weak, says Batwoman. Batman replies to that, me too, I feel as if every atom in me is stretching, breaking free of my body. And has it happened at least? Has death come to these brave champions of justice? The answer is of course not. And this is chapter 2. So in chapter 2 you can see this weird looking creature which has like palm trees, has kind of like horns, has kind of the snake eyes, mouth full of teeth, it's purple, kind of looks like a lizard bat thing. And that's it. Batwoman constantly must focus our energy force at that winged monster in order to save the lives of the bird people. So you see the bird people very crudely they're drawn here, and kind of the energy versions of Batwoman and Batman. Chapter 2. As Batgirl and Robin fade into nothingness, their fate remains unknown. But what of Batman and Batwoman? They have become victims of a freak accident, for they have hurtled into space yet remain on Earth at the same time. Incredible but true, as you will see when Batman and Batwoman are menaced by death from beyond. So this is the name of chapter 2. They feel incredibly drained, and Karn, the alien, doesn't really know what's happening, but they can't pretty much resist because they're drained in such a way from their energy, and they feel incomplete. They feel like they've been split into two beings, and then we see their life force being manifested. At the moment, somewhere on the land between Earth, space, and time, we see their energy forces, and it's a weird looking world. Great Scott, we've become pure energy. In some freakish way, the alien's machine freed the energy force from our bodies and transmitted us here. Each of us has split into two beings. Then Batwoman retorts, then that means our bodies, our flesh and blood bodies, are back on Earth. And they're stranded here, they don't really know what to do. Their bodies can't really do much, they feel drained. They can't even open the door. The alien didn't know about one utility about this vile bastard was to solve the lock and save us. So they're kind of like held hostage. And we see these bird people which look very different from what we've seen on the cover page. Meanwhile, hoping to find help, the energy forms of Batman and Batwoman move towards the alien city, but they're kind of shattering the buildings because their energy forms are emitting powerful pulses of force that destroy anything within range. They can't really communicate with them. Oh, see, now they look ugly again. They can't understand each other. The soldiers are coming, they're kind of fighting them, but they can't really hurt them. And then this weird purple creature comes, and Batman and Batwoman hold hands, and their energy multiplies because reasons, and they defeat it. And now the bird people understand that they're not there to hurt them. Meanwhile, on Earth, Batman paused his train mind. Now I remember we were standing on a manhole cover, but the youngsters weren't. It was the steel manhole cover that caused the freak reaction. So that's why Batgirl and Robin disappeared, and they only had this kind of energy drain for them. Then to draw our energy forces back into our bodies, we have to repeat what happened exactly, but we have to turn the teleporter's power in reverse. Come between us, we have just enough strength left to carry this machine to that manhole cover. So they're gonna want to do that, and then we're back in the weird world. The bird people are beckoning. They seem to be imploring us to come away from the beast's body. But why the beast can't harm us now that it's dying? And that's not really true, because something incredible happens. We're immobilized by that beast. Now I understand why the bird people try to warn us. But when this particular beast dies, its body absorbs all energy near it. Batman, as our energy dwindles, our forms are growing pale. In short while, there will be nothing left of us. And on Earth, they're kind of still getting the machine ready, carrying it. And so our other selves are our life forces. They're dying, and when they are dead, we will be dead too, says Batman. Batwoman, now we can never unite with our other selves. Oh Batman, everything is over for us. Hold me close. If I must die, I want to be in your arms. Oh Batman, You know I love you. Dying wouldn't be so bad if I knew you loved me too. Um, I do love you. I never wanted to admit before, but oh, Batman, and they kiss, and I don't know. Like, look at this. He's so happy in this one, and then in this one, he's like just meh, you know. And she's like passionate at kissing him, but like he's just like stone cold face, like poker face. That was weird. I don't know. I don't know what we're trying to do with this. Um, we are forces are fading. Is there anything we can do? Nothing, but our bodies back on Earth sense our danger. We must depend on them to save us from death. Um, and the twin selves of Batman and Batwoman dying, yet hoping for a miracle. What can save them now? Continuing in chapter 3. Now, chapter 3 is going to be about Robin and Batgirl, and it's going to also end this issue. Um, so, the twin beings that are Batman and Batwoman are near death. But what of Batgirl and Robin? What has happened to them? They are in yet another world, menaced by would-be conquerors, and only after a fantastic adventure can they, two brave youngsters, unite with Batman and Batwoman to defeat the danger from the Dimension of Doom. That sounds very, 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 evil and bad. So we kind of have this cover, quote unquote, here. We've got just one chance, Batgirl. You know what to do. There they are. We've got them trapped, and there's this weird-looking aliens, and these weird-looking horses, which are like kind of like horses and donkeys, and kind of like the weird spot pattern. They're white with like blue spots. Meanwhile, what happened to Batgirl and Robin? Two strange beings materializing, obviously Karn teleported them to our dimension to keep them from interfering with his search for Vox. Robin, you hear this? This is the alien's dimension. Who are you? We know Karn is after Vox, or Silver as we call it, but why? I am Zebo, a scientist. It is I who invented the dimensional teleporter and the hand weapon you undoubtedly saw Karn use. So the Silver is very rare on this world and can power the weapon this guy invented, and he needs it because he wants to power up this cannon, his secret weapon. War has been outlawed in our war for centuries, so the president's army has only token weapons. When Karn brings Vox back to power my disintegrator cannon, I'll destroy the president's meager army and make myself dictator. And I don't know, but like, look here, he looks like he has coins instead of eyes. Am I the only one seeing this? He's even weirder looking at Karn. So, Batgirl says, would anyone mind if I put on a little lipstick? And Zebo, a misogynist bigot, says, while laughing, a female is the same in any world. When facing a problem, she always resorts to powdering her nose or putting on fresh lipstick. But the lipstick from Batgirl's crime compact is gimmicked, and as she presses a secret trigger, Robin, duck, what is it's shooting tendrils of wire entangling us. So, the bigot is destroyed by the girl, even in the 1950s. Late 1950s, 1960s maybe at this point. So, you incels, you were owned for like 70 years? Slay Queen. To the window, quick! It's only a short drop to the ground below, says Robin while punching one of the weird-looking aliens. And a chase ensues, and we see them in a forest of bizarre, gigantic plants. They're hiding, and the weird aliens riding weird horses are after them. They're coming on strange-looking steeds. I guess that's the only way they can pursue us in the forest. And then suddenly we see... Look at this weird rhinoceros furred creature, an alien beast stalking Batgirl, and instantly Robin's trained mind formulates a plan and acts on it. Those insects are hovering over the cups of that plant. The cups seem to contain a sticky sweet syrup. First, I got to divert the beast's attention to me, and he kind of screams, he looks, and it throws basically honey and the bees on the beast, and they're escaping on through the bizarre forest. Run the daring youngsters as Zebo's men pursue. Without warning, there's like this plant which just basically sucker punches Robin out of nowhere. Moments later, when Robin regains consciousness, he asks what happened, and Batgirl explains that plant accidentally knocked you out. The knob is really a sucker disc and shoots out to absorb water. Um, oh, I'm so glad you're right. I was worried about you, says Batgirl. Gosh, you were a G, Batgirl. I, says Robin, and then they kiss. And see, at least Robin seems kind of into it, you know? Batman was like poker face, like, oh my god, do I really have to do this? Um, but then they hear Zebo's men getting closer, and they grab these giant leaves, and they could topogam down that Mika would make, so that they make it better time than if we ran down the slope through the forest, and that's what they do. They use the leaves as sleds. Shortly after, they arrive to a lake. They could never swim fast enough, and they can't run fast enough. Also, lakefront and those water-sucking plants behind us. I've got an idea, says Robin. The youngsters work swiftly, then wait for their pursuers to close in. There they are waiting for us. They're giving themselves up. Okay, back on now. And what they do is they caught some water in this weird-looking plants that kind of resemble, the helmets that workers have on their heads on like construction sites. Instantly, youngster hurled the water-filled plant cups forward, and the sucking plant just like beat the hell out of everyone. Um, they tangle in the vines, and pretty much only one of them gets free, and they beat him together, steal the horse. Now we'll get to the city fast and alert the authorities to Zebo's plans. Hang on, Batgirl. She says, don't worry, I am. Shortly after what, the government's troops, those youngsters did get to the president after all. Only one thing I can do now, teleport myself to join Karn and hide in Earth's dimension. Zebo fading away, he teleported himself to Earth, uh, says Batgirl as they approach with the authorities. Meanwhile on Earth, Batman has thought of a plan and acts on it. At least our weight and remaining strength is enough to tip over his machine a bit. Luckily, there were a few old skates left behind in this defunct roller skate factory. Keep the teleporter balanced while I slip two skates under the corners on this side. So basically, they're kind of making it easier for them to move. They do. They're very tired. They kind of make it at the moment. As Carl nears his hideout with Silver, he has just stolen. Zebo's here, and he kind of explains what happened in their world. Zebo explains suddenly they're following here, disintegrate them, and previously I wanted to conserve the weapon's power and therefore was merciful, but now I'll turn it to full power. At that instant, hearing the menacing voices around the corner, Batman and Batwoman will act quickly and basically reverse whatever happened to them. In the Splitterlands on the other world, the energy forms of them feel that, and suddenly to handle those two aliens. And Karn and Zebo are gonna what? And Batman punches Karn, and then Batwoman grabs Zebo by the legs for some reason, and they kind of win. So they teleport them back restrained. Robin and Batgirl have a cute moment here, holding hands. Karn and that would-be dictator will return to their headquarters, where government soldiers are waiting to put them in jail. It would be best to destroy this teleporter just as you arranged with their president to destroy the other teleporter in the alien dimension. Eh, Robin? Says Batman. I'm afraid he can't hear you now, says Batwoman, as you see the kids kind of like strolling off into the woods, talking. Which reminds me, I did hear you admit that you loved me, says Batwoman. Will, I've always managed to escape death traps, all kinds of danger, but now how do I get out of this, says Batman. Well, Batwoman, I thought we were going to die, and I wanted to make your last moments happy ones. And Batwoman says, I wonder. And the issue ends. So I told you this was a weird one for several reasons. The romance was, Robin's and Batgirl, that was okay. That was kind of good. But Batman and Batwoman's one was weird as hell. The whole alien stuff, Batman's like street level, a city level character, maybe global character. He could fit him there. But once you go mystical, like vampires and like stuff like that, or magical, like some stories he has Zatanna next to him, and those are cool because at least he uses Zatanna as a front and as the muscle and he's the brain. But when you get to alien worlds and Batman being there, it kind of like doesn't function that well, in my opinion. But this is the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like this video. Leave a comment on, you know, anything crazy that happened on this issue, and there's plenty. Let me know what you think it's gonna happen with this story in Grant Morrison's run, because I have no idea. So if you haven't read it, you're probably shooting in the dark just as I do, but I want to hear crazy theories from you guys. My kind of idea is I think it can involve Tlano and, you know, some sort of war between this, you know, world and his world, something like that. Probably the president on that world didn't destroy his teleporter, so that's kind of it gets they get to, you know, Tlano's world or this world. So that's kind of just my theory, but I would love to hear from you guys. Please subscribe to the channel for more content, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching this, and bye. Have a nice day.